அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அகவல் English explanatory note given by Swami Saravanananda. Arutperunjothi Agaval lines 101 and 102. Heading: The Temple of Precious Gem that removed withering and dying. வாடுதல் நீக்கிய மணிமன்றிடையே ஆடுதல் வல்ல அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி. There are some beautiful temples adorned with gold and precious gems. The Chidambaram temple is called Pon Ambalam, the roof of which is covered with gold plates. In many temples, towers and dome are made of gold. The inner altars and pedestals are set with ornamental decorations. The images and idols too are attractively adorned. All these are for worshipping the deities, which are supposed to be images of gold. By devotional worship and faith, the religionists get some benefits, but the all-powerful Almighty is to be spiritually realized in the real temple of Him, that is, in our soul itself. The soul temple is situated in the heart of or center of the head. By His supreme grace only, one can see Him and receive the highest reward of blissful life. The inner temple is more valuable and precious than any other worldly temples on this earth. It is above all the temples of gem set decoration and praiseful adoration. The divine grace is more valuable than any of the most valuable gems. Its gracious gem value is largely explained somewhere in the forthcoming presents under the headline of Navamani Malai, 9 gracious gems. In this divine gem set temple of temples, our dance expert Lord Nataraja is ever dancing. This dancing is going on without beginning and end in all soul temples. Because of this dance, each soul is transcending to the highest blissful state. By his gracious action of dance, he has brought us in front of this most valuable temple. From here, we are able to look at the present, past, and the future actions of his dance. All the creation, presentation, and destruction of numberless bodies have come and gone till this day. Those divine actions were kept secret, so we are unaware of them. At this time, the truth is revealed by His grace, and we have come to know the cause and effect of His dance. Therefore, this is the time for the removal of the screen of concealment. Thus, this fourth action of His dance has come to an end. The fifth and the last action of His dance is due to deign us with the eternal blissful life. At this hour, we are aware of being in front of the God Arutperunjothi in the soul temple of most valuable gem decoration. Let us get in oneness with Him by His omni grace, then we will have our need fulfilled. This was already realized by our Arutpragasar, and this truth is revealed in these lines. He says of this temple of gem as Vadudal Nikiya Manimandru, meaning the temple has removed and destroyed all withering and dying. That is, He has been provided with a gracious divine body which is free from decay and death. By this grace, we have to live the immortal blissful life. Here, the word Mandru is the divine temple. The dancing in this temple is noted down as Mandradudal. Some other meaning too is applicable here. When this Mandradudal is applied to God, it refers to His divine dancing. When it is taken to refer a person's Mandradudal, it means praying and supplicating for the God's grace, and when it is taken to mean begging, it is the mean action of a sensuous person. Until a person is running after a sensuous gratification, he is begging for carnal, pleasure-giving objects. Here, his begging too is said to be mandradal. This is the undeveloped state of man. In the developed state, he gets into the presence of dancing God. Here he prays, and supplicates. Prayer and supplication are representing manradal of a developed person. In the final stage, the man loses his ego and individual knowledge and becoming one with God. He is living a blissful life of divine dance. Thus, this manradal is for referring this the divine dance of a graceful action. As far as a person is begging or marauding for sensuous needs, he will be withering and dying. Therefore, he must be praying and supplicating in the presence of God or marauding before him to get salvation. Finally, the omnigrace of God will take charge of him, relieving him of his decay and death. Our Arul has got his omnigrace and he is relieved of withering and dying, and he is now doing the divine work in oneness with the omnigracious dancer Nataraja. Arutperunjothi, Arutperunjothi, Thanipperum Karunai Arutperunjothi, Dayavu.